Hi Nikki, thank you for coming today. It's nice to meet you. Okay, looking at your photo at the moment. I'm picking up that it's not a recent photo. Does that make sense?
That's right.
Is it like is it 10 years old? Or at least 10 years old photo?
No. Yeah, no.
I'm getting a numeral 10 around here.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Did you even pass on the 10th?
No.
10 years, 10 months, 10 weeks?
10 months.
10
the
months.
10th month.
10th month, okay,
Yeah.
that's what that is, we're
Yeah.
getting there. Okay, now I have to ask you, did he actually have a hand in his passing?
What do you mean by that?
Did he actually do it himself?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is he a blood relative?
Yes, he is.
Rightio. Cousin?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Was there any in his 20s when he passed?
Yes.
Rightio, show me 20s. Tuning into his energies, there was a lot of pressure in his head.
Yeah.
I'm feeling as though it's like he felt like his head was this big, if that makes sense. There's so much going on in it.
Yeah.
Did he ever, was he ever diagnosed with something wrong in the head area, like depression or anything like that?
Could have easily been. Yeah, he had a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a relationship issue around him at the time as well?
Not 100% sure about that. He was in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a neck injury there?
He hung himself.
Okay. Do you know if it was dark?
It was in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show me darkness. He had a lot of darkness around him though as well. Even though it was dark when he passed, he still showing me a lot of darkness around him.
Yeah.
He was very tired before he passed as well.
Yeah.
I can feel that his energies are so tired. It's like he just wanted to go to sleep and not wake up. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
There was work issues around him as well. Yes.
Most likely, yes.
Okay.
Work was brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do feel as though, again, it's like he's showing me, he was like one of them sand layer bottles where the layers just used to, pile upon one upon each other.
Yeah.
It got to the top and it overflowed. He didn't know what else to do.
Yeah.
He didn't know where to turn, who to turn. It's like he wanted to just get in his car and go, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And just keep, like the Night Rider is saying,
Yeah.
just keep driving and driving and driving. I do feel he may have consumed something beforehand. Does that make sense?
Yes.
He's going like that. Was there alcohol in his system?
I think there might have been a little bit. Yeah.
Has he got a brother?
Yes.
He's worried about his brother,
It's actually got two.
the younger one out of the two.
Right. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Did he not leave a note?
No, I didn't.
He really regrets not doing that now because he's telling me that people are just going around everywhere and trying to turn over rocks. Does that make sense? To
Yes.
get information from underneath it, to get answers.
Yes.
Mum's not doing too well, he's saying.
Yeah.
She's very angry at him.
Yes.
So she wants to give him a good slap across the face.
Yes.
And he's telling me to tell you that he actually deserves it, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Tuning into his energies, I'm actually feeling he was quite gifted. There was a lot of hidden gifts in there, and he may have not have known how to use them or express himself. Did he have trouble communicating at times, did you find?
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And again, it's like he knew, what I'm picking up here, he was actually an old soul. He'd been here before. So therefore he was carrying around, baggage from a previous life, if you know what I mean. He brought it into this one. Very, very sensitive. A little bit of paranoia there as well.
Yes,
I always
that's
thought
right.
that people were, oh my God, they're looking at me, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Oh my God, what have I done wrong now? That type of thing. Basically, very, very, very tuned in, very gifted, but didn't understand a lot that was happening. Basically, he's telling me if anything was going to go wrong, it would go wrong with him. Does that make sense?
Yes, it
He always
does.
felt like he got dealt the wrong end of the stick, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
But he's in a much better place. I mean, he's actually showing me a rainbow. I don't know what the rainbow means.
Right.
You had a lot to do with each other growing up.
Yes.
He's telling me you were a pair of buggers, actually.
Very true.
Who took off? Did both of you take off together or run away when you were little?
Most likely.
Okay. It's like I'm seeing that he's showing me the stick with the little bag on the end of it. Like, right, okay, this is it, we're going, if you know what I mean. And it's like, you know, you lasted 2 hours. You come back when you were hungry, obviously, that type of thing. Camping, show me a tent. Did you remember going camping together?
We didn't do camping, but we had a lot of day trips.
Okay.
Yeah, with the
I don't know why
family.
you show me a tent. I just feel he was at peace with himself when he was out in the elements, if you know what I mean, outdoors, you know, running water especially. Show me a river now.
Okay.
Don't know what that means. What does a river mean?
Not sure.
I'm feeling he used to quietly take off and go and sit down by the river
That wouldn't surprise me.
and just sit there and just, you know, think about things, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Who's got the little girl?
I've got 2 little
You've got
girls.
2 little girls. Okay. Which one of the 2 has been telling you that she's been seeing him?
My oldest hasn't said she's been seeing him as such, but every time she sees a photo of him, she has to turn it over.
Okay. I think he has been coming to her. This little girl you speak of is very gifted as well.
I know that. Most definitely.
She knows a lot of stuff that she shouldn't know, if you know what I mean.
Too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Don't be surprised if one day she really starts sitting down with you, having a conversation about him.
Mm-hmm.
Mummy, he told me he used to do this when you were little, rah, 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 that type of thing.
Okay.
It's actually showing me the image now that you used to climb fences.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we did.
He just wants you to know he's okay, he's in a much better place. He says, I'm happy now and I'm as free as a bird. But he's actually telling me to tell you, you know he's in a better place.
Yeah.
So you can't explain it, you just know.
Yeah.
And he's actually doing good. In the spirit world, he's helping others. I see animals around him as well.
Yep.
Which is telling me he had a bond with animals.
Yes.
And understanding. He's helping them in the spirit world too. And children. He's telling me to tell you he would have always made a good teacher. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he would have.
And that's what he's doing now.
Yep.
Okay, I hope you're happy with all that.
Thank you, yes. That's
So Nikki, thank you so much for coming in today. We'd love to hear what you thought about Donna's crossing over to speak to your cousin.
Yes.
What did you think?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's answered a lot of questions that have been lingering pretty much since the time he passed away. So just to kind of confirm it all, kind of puts my mind at ease now.
Were you surprised with some of the stuff that Donna was able to pass through?
Yes.
I
very
could
surprised.
see your face during the interview where there was stuff coming out and you were just like, wow. How
Yeah,
did
it was just unbelievable. Just, yeah.
What was the biggest thing that stood out for you or surprised you the most throughout the reading?
I guess him having contact with my daughter, or my daughter knowing who he is, or it was because I've always thought there's perhaps been something. So yeah, that kind of concerns it. Yeah.
And I excuse me, I noticed that Donna brought some numbers through for you.
Yep.
So were you surprised that she was able to pick the month?
Yes. Very surprised.
Yeah. I also found it interesting with the other bits of information that were brought through. So can you tell us what you thought about? I think he said he was worried about his younger brother.
Yeah. His younger brother's been through a little bit of stuff concerning having children and things like that. So I dare say that it'd probably have something to do with it.
All right, fantastic. So that's all I've got. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.